Hi, my name is Jeff and welcome back to my workshop. Today we're going to continue work on the hand-laid turnout. This is a number 5 turnout. We're going to put a PC board tie between the stock rail and the curved diverging point, just to put some space, enough space so that wheels can get through, and then solder the stock rail to the throw bar. Now right now everything's spiked in place still, but now with that done I need to remove the spikes from the throw bar, from the ends of the throw bar that are holding it in place, so that I can slide it over. But I'm going to keep these handy because I'm going to want to spike that down in the opposite position, so it doesn't move while I'm soldering it on. At least that's what I should do. I didn't, and I learned my lesson on this one. So you want to put spikes back in the end of it once it's in the moved position. Makes doing this second point a lot easier. So again, I've got the PC board tie between them, but now I've got the diverging route point against the straight stock rail, and now we can get some solder, heat up the point and the throw bar, and just get a little bit of solder in there. Once that's in place, let that cool. Get the PC board tie out, and didn't quite get that in. So fortunately the soldering iron's still on and hot, so you can put the PC board tie back in place and just melt that tie, the solder in. Now, I've seen a couple of videos and a couple of recommendations that you use a silver base solder on this. I didn't have that, so I'm using regular solder. We'll see how that works, and for the turnouts for the lad, I may just see if I can locate and source some silver solder, because it's supposed to give you a stronger solder joint. So with that done, now I'm going to install the guardrails. Same basic thing. We made these in last week's video. So if you want to see those, you can go back and view that. So it's real important that this is sitting flush and flat on the PC board ties, otherwise it's going to narrow that flange way too much. But if the base of the rails are next to each other, you should have a pretty good flange way depth. But we're going to check it with an MRA gauge before we're done. Be careful, those guardrails will get hot. So I'm just using a file to hold it in place while I get the solder melted in and until it cools, and then I can repeat the process on the other end. Once that's done, we'll do the other side as well. wasn't laying flat, so that's why I'm reheating that other joint. I want to make sure everything lines up perfectly. By the way, one lesson I learned here is before installing the guardrails, I should have tested the turnout with a truck. In fact, I should have been doing that throughout the entire build process. Preferably one with metal wheel sets, that the same kind that are on my rolling stock. But that's a lesson learned, and I'm going to be going over some of the lessons I've learned, the things that worked, the things that definitely did not work, and the things I'm going to do differently the next time in next week's video. You can see that flangeway guide gets in there almost, but there's something, a little bit of solder got in there and it's blocking it up. So we're just going to take the file and file it down. Then repeat the process along the straight leg of the turnout. Well, there, I finally got smart and put a weight on it to hold it in place instead of trying to fight with it. But I can't get the solder in. I learn before I'm done. It takes me a while sometimes, but I figure things out. Oh. Let's lay it flat. Now there's more room. And we forgot the flux. By the way, in addition to going over the things that went well and didn't go well, next week we'll also be installing wooden ties and putting this on a short piece of scrap of plywood so it looks like a built turnout. We can see how it turned out, and hopefully even be able to paint it as well. But I really want you to learn from my mistakes, so we will be going over the things I did wrong, the things I'm going to do differently the next time. And I'd love to hear your suggestions on things you'd like to see, or if you've ever done this, how you do it differently. So please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to build the channel up. We're almost at 500 subscribers, so I'd like to see, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when I post my next video. So there we go. We can see the turnout bar is throwing there. Let's run a truck through. This one has plastic wheel sets in it, mainly because I didn't have one handy that had metal wheel sets in it. But on the diverging route, it seems to be okay, except going into the points. It seems to be rough over that point against the straight stock rail. And when I feel it with my thumbnail, I can feel a bit of a burr. So just take a file and file that down a little bit. Make things nice and smooth. Still derailing a little bit. We may have to spend some time troubleshooting this, but that seems to be fairly good. Okay, this side, however, going up the straight route, that's problematic. And as I look at it, it does look like there's a little bit of a curve in that straight stock rail. It's not perfectly straight. And I'll bet that's narrowing my gauge. Yeah, I can feel it lifting up as it derails. So we're going to have to fix that, and it's going to take me some time to troubleshoot it. But we'll get that done and figured out, and I may videotape it. I may just let you know what I think. Yeah, that's binding, so it's definitely not in there. And you can see it's kind of narrow through here. So we're going to have to fix that, and the way to fix that is going to be to unsolder the rail joints. Here I've got it off of the board. We'll test it a little further, and this time we can turn it over and see make sure the gauge is sitting properly. I think having proper 3-point gauges instead of a coupler height gauge would have served me better here. No, it's not in. The gauge is definitely out. So we will, like I said, I'm going to get this fixed. I may or may not film it depending on I'll try and film it, but we'll see how that turns out, because it's going to be a lot of close-in work, so my hands may be in the way to the point where we can't show it. But we'll see. I will definitely go over what I did in next week's video, even if I don't have the footage of it. So you can kind of see down there, it looks straight if it were in focus. But this is a basic construction of the turnout. So next week we will go over the repairs to get it working properly. We'll install wooden ties on a base, and also we need to cut gaps on for the frogs, so that it's DCC friendly, to isolate the frog. The closure rails are already soldered together, so they're continuous. So this will be a DCC friendly turnout when it's done. Thank you for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe and hit like.